Okay, I think this lighting is terrible. The angle's definitely this angle is bad, this lighting is bad, but I'm just like all fired up, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm in such a time where like things are starting, like the penny is dropping on so many things. I guess I just want to like share that because I feel like so many things on the internet these days are like, look at me looking cute, and like, oh, I did a haul, and like that's all fine. Like I love watching that stuff, but I don't know, I kind of just want to talk about stuff that I think affects us all. I got my heart broken pretty bad, so like almost like, I don't know, like a while ago. But you know, obviously it takes a while to like heal. I don't know, it just kind of ended up me feeling really shit about myself, to be honest, and there's no reason to, because at the end of the day, I think one of the biggest things to know is that it has nothing to do with you. If somebody doesn't want to be with you, like that like obviously has something to do with you, but it really doesn't at the same time. That's one thing that I want to point out. Pretty much everybody goes through heartbreak. Like the person that broke your heart has or will probably go through a heartbreak. They are not immune, they are not this like superhuman and like they didn't want me but like everybody wants them. Like no, there are people that will not want them, and like I'm not trying to be like they're no good either. Like I'm just saying you are so wonderful, and just because somebody doesn't want to be with you, or like just because somebody cheated on you, or I don't know, whatever you're going through romantically, like you are still, like it doesn't change you at all. You need to know that you were fine before them, you will be fine after them, you are wonderful with them, without them, before you even know them, after you know them. Like you are still you. I think it's so important to like come back to yourself and remember all of the things that you bring to the world. But yeah, I think it's really important to note that they have had their heart broken too. I know that you put them on this pedestal and you're like, oh my god, like you obviously really like this person, and it hurts when they don't reciprocate that in the end. But you didn't get your heart broken because you're not enough, or because you have something wrong with you, or for any reason other than, honestly, it just has to happen. Like you have to get your heart broken in life pretty much. Sure, there are people that like just, I don't know, find their like love in high school and then that's it, and then they get married and have kids and they're happily ever after. But I think that we kind of all get our fair share of heartbreak in life. It might not necessarily be romantic heartbreak, it might be heartbreak in another way. Basically what I'm trying to say is that it's inevitable. That person has been as sad as you have been because they've been heartbroken, or they will be. So yeah, just remember that like it's not personal to you. Like it's not that you weren't enough, and it's not that you did things wrong or you could have done things a certain way and it would have been any different. Heartbreak is universal. Pretty much everybody goes through heartbreak, and it just sucks that now's your time. Welcome. I think something that I really wanted to know was like, when will it end? Like I don't care anymore. Like obviously I did because I was upset, but like I was like, I just don't want to care anymore. Like I want it to be done, I want it to be over. I would literally ask like, how long does this last? Like because I'm not a sad person generally. Like I'm very optimistic and happy, and which is such a weird place for me. I was like, like why am I so gloomy, and like why is this person affecting me? Like it's done, and like I want them to be happy and I want to be happy, and I just couldn't. I don't know, I wanted like answers, and I think that's another thing. Like you probably won't get them. I don't know, just don't look for answers because you will drive yourself insane. It didn't work out because it didn't work out, and it was probably never going to work out. You never freaking know. It might work out in the future. Probably not. But like, I feel like I just seeked out so many answers from like my friends and family, and like the only person that knows isn't even a person. It's just like the universe. Like you have your life plan and journey, and whatever is yours will be yours. And so although it's honestly easier having certain answers for closure, like you will drive yourself crazy trying to figure it out, whatever, like what happened, or like once again, like why you weren't good enough or anything. Like it's not that at all. You need to cancel those thoughts straight away, because it's not about you. It just didn't work out, and like, yeah, it sucks, and you can let it suck. That's another thing. Let it suck. Like feel sad, be angry, be annoyed. Like don't try and just like push these feelings away, because the earlier you just like let yourself feel them, the earlier you'll be like, okay, cool, like that was the time I was emotional, and then you'll move past it. And when it's happening, you're like, oh my god, this will never end. I'm so sick of this. Like I just want to be happy again. You kind of do come out of it a lot quicker than you think you will. Like you kind of one day just wake up and you're like, oh, like I'm good now. Like I'm not thinking or talking about the person anymore. I don't want answers. Like I hope they're happy, and Yeah. Oh, that's another point I wanted to make is do not try and fill the void that you feel with toxic and negative things like alcohol and other people. Like, it doesn't work. You honestly, it'll probably just remind you of the person that you really want, and you'll just end up feeling worse. And then obviously like alcohol and I don't know, like drugs and stuff like that, you just feel so bad, like, and you feel almost like you're betraying yourself, but you're like, I don't know what else to do. Honestly, just feel sad. Just feel sad. Be a gloomy little punk ass. Yeah, like, you can be gloomy. I don't know, I was just like so like uncomfortable feeling that way that I was like trying so hard to get those feelings away. But like once I was just like, oh, I'm sad, that's fair. I don't know, I just like felt the feelings for a while and then was like, all right. I don't know, like once you feel feelings, they work their way through your system and you like don't feel them anymore and you like move on. You're trying to like always feel better, even if you're just trying to feel better via just like pushing the thoughts out and being like, no, you know what, I'm happy, I'm grateful for everything that I have. Like, obviously that's amazing to be grateful for everything that you do have, but you are allowed to feel sad, you are allowed to feel angry, and you need to feel those feelings. You really do. I don't know if this helps or makes sense, but I think, I don't know, just hearing people, like Beyonce was like cheated on, was she not? I don't know, like everybody will feel this. So don't be like, oh, it's just me because I'm not good enough, because it's not the case at all. Your favorite person in the world, like, I don't know, like somebody that you look up to, they've been through it, okay? Like, I think try to avoid feeling like it was personal. Just because somebody doesn't want to be with you doesn't mean that you aren't absolutely wonderful. It just means that for that time and place, romantically, it just wasn't working for whatever reason. And I honestly believe that. I know that's like very cliche, but like you will find the person and you'll be like, oh, right, now I know why it didn't work out with that other person. And you'll be like, oh, I don't even care. I've got my new person and they make me happy. So, you know, law of attraction, like if you're thinking about how you do want to be treated, then you're just going to attract somebody who will treat you like that. Whereas if you're like thinking too much about the past and the person and trying to figure it all out and like what happened and thinking about how they treated you, you're just going to entice more of that into your life. So feel sad, feel angry, but try and look to the future and be like, you know what? I'm going to get what I deserve, you know? And I think I'm very much like this, but I think once you are like, I don't know, like if the person moves on or whatever, like you see that and you're like stoked for them, because I'm like, if they don't want to be with you, like you don't want them to just be sad without somebody. If somebody doesn't want to be with me, I'm not going to be like, well, I hope that you die alone. Like, no, if you don't want to be with me, then at least be happy with somebody else, because at one point in time, all I wanted was for you to be happy. So yeah, don't be sad if you see them happy with somebody else. Like, they're not with you and they chose that for a reason. I don't know if any of this helps. I've been talking for 15 minutes. Wow. I don't know, it kind of just like puts you in a really shitty place for a while and then you have to like find your way back, and like that's actually such a gift in itself. I feel a lot more equipped to handle romantic situations and stuff in the future, and like obviously I see my part in it as well. Like there are things that I would not do again. Realize that maybe there are things that you could have done better, even if it's for yourself. Like maybe don't take as much crap as you took. Main message that I want to get across in this video is like, we're humans and we feel things. Like the fact that we can feel things, like I'm even grateful for that. Like everything is as it should be. I need to go. I hope this video helped. If you're feeling a bit sad and you needed some guidance. Sorry about the angle, sorry about the lighting, it's so yellow. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this helped at least one person. You'll come out of this and feel so much better, I promise. You'll get out of it and you'll be great. Okay? Okay, bye.